What's up, AfterBuzzers? We're back with another episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Tonight, we're discussing the continuation of this lobby showdown between Karen and Gizelle. We're talking two divided groups going to two different places today. And did Gizelle tell a little lie today? Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
One time for the birthday chick.
Hey.
What's up, Richie?
Hey, birthday,
Go ahead and visit your birthday chick.
Climb up on this table real quick.
I hold it up,
What's up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, and y'all hear this song playing right now? Why is this playing today? Why is it playing? It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need all y'all to wish me happy birthday. I actually wish all the cancers at this table a happy birthday, because there's several of us in the room. -1.
Surrounded by cancers.
-1.
I'm here for y'all.
Okay. Just want to make
raised by
sure.
cancer.
So
I
y'all
love
make sure
cancer.
y'all show us a lot of love in the comments for these birthdays we got going on right here. So listen, I'm your boy Richie Scott. Who else we got on the panel with us tonight?
What's up, everybody? It's Felicia Michelle here.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite Taurus, Jay Lamar.
And what's up, y'all? You got your girl Imani J.
Ow. Listen, we back, y'all. We got another episode to break down. The girls are still in the south of France. They still acting up, and we're going to give you all the lowdown. We got some, and y'all know we got to discuss this week's MVP. So I want y'all to get it ready now. And y'all know in the chat, y'all gonna need y'all to call it out too. So you got at least 30 more minutes to decide who your MVP is gonna be. And then we need you to drop it in the chat, because we might read it out loud. We got to discuss tonight the lobby showdown continuation. We got two divided groups going to two different places. Karen versus Ashley round 3000. And then we got to really break down this Kendall drama, because I'm confused. And I was eating my popcorn like, what is happening here? And Ashley just got every last bit. Does she work for the FBI?
Yeah.
She
Like,
has
I feel
to.
like she does. She got some like inside connections that none of us know about, but we're gonna break it all down for y'all right now. So look, let's get back to the lobby. That's where we left off last week, with basically Gizelle telling Karen that the Black Bill Gates wants Miss Erica Lyles.
That's disrespectful.
Highly
That's
disrespectful.
rude. You don't say that to nobody.
She went for the gut.
She did.
Sure did.
She
But
did.
that's Gizelle, though.
That is her.
I agree. Well, you already know how we feel on this half. So let me
Exactly.
just
Well, we
start.
know how they
You
are
already know
over
how we
there.
feel on this half.
I mean, where's the lie,
Y'all
though?
hating
There
on
ain't
the
no
Green
lie.
Eye Bandits.
Both of y'all. Okay.
Well, I got brown eyes, so
Oh, not
no,
you.
I'm not.
I don't.
No, so interesting enough, I don't know if you guys read the comment section. I read the comments. So Erica Lyles' husband is the manager to Trey Songz. That's how she is. I know, Erica. Can I come to your house? Let's be
Boom.
friends. Like,
And she also
Erica.
has some very famous friends. She hangs
Yes.
out with Oprah, Miss
Oprah.
Tina Knowles. So she's in the know with a lot of people. So I don't know, if I was
She's
the Black Bill
affluent.
Gates, I might be trying to chase after her too.
and
Wow.
she's
Well,
bomb.
I
He's
wanna
trying
chase
to,
after
where
her.
he's trying to go to Florida?
The Black Bill Gates is on the run,
He's
on
like,
top. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
like Jay-Z and Beyonce on the
hey,
run.
wait a
Coincidentally.
I was smart enough to put that connection together.
Wow.
Such a little genius birthday boy.
Yes.
It's a
No,
real
but
one's birthday.
What, do y'all think that this is true? Let's just wrap it up real quick. Do we think it's true that the Black Bill Gates was running after Miss Erica Lyles?
Believable.
Yeah, he probably seen. They probably had to do a double look.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She's
Yes.
connected.
Her hair is on fleek.
And I don't think it moves with the wind too much. Like, it's not
much.
supposed to.
You know
And like
what?
it's continuously like a new style. It's fresh. You know, it's not a travel wig. It's not a Paris wig. It's very much so very natural. So. He sees something
travel
different. He
wig.
sees something he doesn't see at home.
Can I say something? I have a hard time, like in my mind, like juxtaposing Karen's interview looks with her look on the show.
There's just not a
It
lot
just
of
don't make
consistency.
sense.
Well, with a lot of reality shows, I feel like with Basketball Wives, I feel like it's a little different because like their everyday looks are cuter than their confessional looks. But with the Real Housewives franchise, their confessional looks are banging, and then their everyday is like real. Because look at Robin. Robin everyday look is like Adidas jumpsuit,
It's
However,
and then her
there's a
confessional
difference.
is like slave.
There's a difference.
You mad?
I'm not mad.
With Robin, at least her look is always pulled together. And now she's wearing her jersey, then the whole look matches the jersey, right?
For sure.
Her hair ain't never toe up. That's one thing
Robin
you can't say about
always looks
Robin.
like a gorgeous mother.
She looks like a tomboy to me sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not saying
I'm
no.
here for
I
it though.
say
It's
mother. I
gorgeous.
say like quick, ready. I'm cute.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm
It's
naturally cute.
realistic. It's a
so-
housewife.
And
look.
Karen has more time because she doesn't have young
Well,
kids
if you
to tend to.
darn it, if
She
you
has a
got
lot
more
of
time,
Yeah.
that wig should look better.
I don't disagree.
It
But it was
should.
about to come off in the lobby because Gizelle was just like, come on. Like, all right, I'm all for like, say what's on your chest, speak your mind, but it's a time and a place and I don't want to look crazy and I don't want to misrepresent myself. Well, I mean, maybe sometimes I can be crazy, but y'all don't need to know that in public. I just keep it behind closed doors and with who I'm with. Not in France. Like, I'm not going to sit and yell at you in the lobby.
I might.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
Well,
Where'd you bought that life?
He sure
Overseas?
I'm like that
international
here.
Richie's a different type of guy. Don't mess with him.
I'm like that here. I mean, if that's what you want to have this discussion.
He like, I'm a real one. I am who I
think it
am,
was a
huh?
dumb argument. That's why it made me mad. Cause like this is stupid. Y'all are being super
They're
petty
not.
right
I said
now.
this a couple episodes ago. They're not real friends. Like I don't see
Yeah.
them as having a friendship right now.
Yeah.
I don't see them as having a friendship.
I think Karen sees that because she's just like, you know what? I don't do my friends that way.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she has been super defensive, and I do see where Robin and Gizelle is coming from on that point, but it's just like,
This is gonna
They're not
surprise you
friends.
guys. This is gonna really shock you guys. But I was actually not here for Giselle or Robin this entire
I
episode, and I
wasn't
didn't
either.
like it
Welcome.
at all.
Welcome.
Don't reach your hand back. Don't touch me with that. You can no, I just
Not gonna
wasn't.
convert
I just
just
wasn't
yet.
for it. I just wasn't for them because I just didn't understand. Like, why are you talking for someone else? I don't speak for other people, and I feel like
They do that throughout the whole season.
Who was talking?
specifically when Giselle was like
We know
saying
who
Robin's coming down or she's running the like she didn't relay the message in an honest way, and she confessed later that she didn't relay it in an honest way.
She didn't want to
didn't
go.
confess to them.
Here's the thing.
But she didn't even confess to her friend. Hey,
Here's the
girl, I
thing.
used you to lie. Like,
Right.
listen, I've used
Because
a lot
no
of
matter
my
what
friends in
she
my
says,
stories. But let them
regardless,
know.
Robin gonna ride with her regardless.
That's a ride or die.
She didn't have
friend.
to tell her.
Oh my god.
The girl said,
That's a
"Oh,
ride or
you was
die
running late."
It's an elementary,
you do
middle
when you
school
make
friend.
someone think that the entire group has left them. That's like different.
Because she's giving Robin ammunition because she is like Robin's like her little puppet. So she
Yes.
tell Robin's when to swing, when to go. And so she knew that would give Robin ammunition like that. Oh, they left me?
I wasn't a fan of that. That I didn't
Richie,
like.
am I
But,
lying?
okay, do you guys know back in like elementary, middle school, maybe a little bit of high school when
It wasn't
you
that
had
long for me. I
that-
remember.
It was long for the birthday boy.
You know, it was just yesterday for me.
Right, that. Steven, next week we're gonna send you Karen's laugh because this laugh kills me every episode.
I know which-
And so next time she says something crazy like that, I need that laugh.
But back in elementary school.
But back to elementary, you know how you had that leader of the group? I was usually that leader of the group. But that's what
So why are you so
Gizelle-
defensive right now?
Because I was never just like nasty
it's
about
self-hate.
it.
It's self-hate.
And
Okay, there we go.
Giselle is, I will lead my friends the right direction. And Giselle, she's just like, she's lying. And Robin,
Oh
as
my
we
God.
said last week, Robin is a bender.
Can let me say this?
And she was
In the
bending.
grand scheme of the lies that people tell on this show, that wasn't the biggest lie that
It
has
wasn't
been
horrible,
told.
but it was
That-
petty.
It was they did not want to go to get to see the essential oils. That was really it. She should have just said
It-
that.
it did sound
I do
hella
agree.
boring.
She did lie, and I feel like they concocted this whole thing. Robin, you take all day. And so when the camera come down, this is how we gonna play it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I really do. They just didn't want to go. They should have just said that though.
But they not G enough to just say it. Like I just don't want to go. That's not them.
Well,
They like the mean girl way out. Like they like to like they're the victims, and they're not.
You know what? I see that.
I
They're
just
not.
thought I just
I
kinda, well it was more so like you already said you didn't want to come at all, right? You didn't want to go. So if you didn't want to go, then yeah, stay at home. But now that you're here, like I go plenty of places that I don't necessarily want to go, but I'm here. Let me have the best attitude while I'm here. Like let me just suck it up and just do what I gotta do. Because essential oils sounded hella boring when she said it. I was like, I would never go
was
to that.
so there for
However,
it.
it was interesting as hell.
That's why
had
we're
so
in
much
first
fun.
class.
Yeah.
And we would have took advantage of going to make
And
our
learning.
essential oils.
Yeah, I love essential oils. I have my own
They wouldn't have
diffuser.
been in first class.
I love diffusing.
They wouldn't have been in
I
first
love
class.
essential oils as well.
We would have been in first class.
Been in first class. Stay in first class.
You do
Candace
have to
and
walk
Kendall,
by
you would
when
not
you
have
go
been
to
in
Coach.
first class. Okay.
You do have to walk by that. No, you do have to walk by when you go to Coach. You do. You walk by.
You know what?
If you know anything
The
about
shade.
traveling, when they have the overseas plane, they have that big door in the middle, so you don't have to walk past first class. You just walk in the middle and go straight to coach or first class.
We're in first class.
And we're going to first
Wait,
class.
can I preface this Can I preface this comments and the rest of this conversation is that we all super duper actually love each other. Like, just to let y'all know. People are confused. No, people are genuinely confused in the comments. I was like, nah, we good.
Were they really?
Yeah, people
Oh
are
my
genuinely
God.
confused sometimes.
No.
Oh, no.
I love you.
No.
And
Take
I
it
love
back.
that
No,
hat.
You
you
can't
have
stand him.
You know, their views are a little,
little
a little
iffy.
finicky sometimes, but
Guys.
Worldviews over here. Worldviews.
Oh my God.
So speaking of these two divided groups, I too would have like I was yawning at the thought of going to see the essential oils. However, what I will say is this.
I need to grow up.
But look, no,
It sounded
listen.
boring.
It sounded boring.
it's a grown-up trick. I wasn't ready for
It
it.
sounded boring, but I would have gone on the strength of she's a businesswoman, and I'm going to support that since that's what they all claim to do. They claim to support each other's as business, so that's her business. I'm gonna go. Point is like plain and simple, because then somebody could use it later as ammunition that I didn't go.
Or that you lied about it to go. Like,
The lie.
The
I think
lie.
the lie would have caught me because especially when people lie about
Y'all don't
the
be going so hard
smallest
at Karen when she
things.
lie about everything.
Okay, look, we do.
I think
we
we
pointed out.
We pointed out, but Karen's not a mean girl.
Karen ain't been a girl in a long time.
Y'all
made me do
You're
it.
on fire tonight. It's like I'm dribbling up the court. I just say, and she boom.
Sorry, guys. The
Every
pause
time.
was too long. J-Lamar looked at me like, shoot.
I seen it in your eyes. I seen it in your eyes.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Karen's not a mean person.
Period.
Okay. Oh, period.
Y'all are so funny. See, how can we not love that side?
Well,
It's our birthday. It's
It
Peach's
is.
birthday.
That's
It's
what
our,
it is. It's our birthday.
and Mine's birthday is Friday.
Yes.
It's our birthday.
It's your
Right
birthday.
Everybody's birthday on the
Everybody's
panel
birthday
except
is.
J. Lamar. But back to these divided groups. You know, I probably would have had more fun with the Robin and Gizelle group, only because. But again, I would have went with Monique because I feel like that's the right thing to do. Would y'all have gone?
You know what? Yeah, I would have gone.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Oh,
but
yeah, I would have got my oils too.
how do y'all feel about the point when Robin said she was excited to be in Europe when she was going to be a bender and follow after Gizelle and not go? But then when she was with Gizelle, she's like, I'm so excited to be here. Me and my husband, we haven't been in Europe in so long.
Ex-husband, I'm sorry. Retraction.
Ex-husband. They haven't been in so long. And so I'm just like, but you weren't even going to go.
I don't think it was.
That's a different thing.
Yeah,
No?
I think it was more about the fact that her and Monique had this umbrella incident and there was no
Yeah.
resolution from it. I think had Monique approached them individually, or at least Robin individually, with that first, I think she should have used Robin to convince Gizelle to go.
Oh, okay.
I think
see
that would have worked more. That would have worked easier. Because this whole mom thing didn't work. It didn't work.
It did
It scared me, honestly. I would be like, get this man off of my property. I don't like things with that painted faces.
They're doing exactly what they said they would do. They said they're going to go to go to France and enjoy each other's company, and that's it. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it
But
should
then
have been a
they're-
surprise, you're saying?
No, it wasn't. To me, it wasn't a surprise. But then they get mad at the group when they do things or say things without them around, or do stuff when they're not around.
Well, if you're not there, you're probably the person who's being talked about. Like,
Yeah.
this is obviously not to be smart.
And this is why me and Gizelle have issues, because she is she's a hypocrite. Like, she got on Monique for going to first class and sitting in first class with Charisse, but she wanted to have some girlfriend time with her sidekick, and it was okay.
Sidekick now.
Well, actually, No, that's not really hypocritical because at that point,
Okay, here
the
you go.
damage had already been done.
Oh, so
They already went to
so
first
you saying
class, so-
Monique started it.
You see what Jay Lamar said. Grow up.
I'm just saying.
Period.
I'm just saying. They said that they were going to do that before the first class incident happened.
Yeah, it was kind of set in motion that was how they were going to handle it, so we shouldn't have been surprised. I think that they expected more out of them because the night prior they had a moment, and I thought that would have been a perfect segue into making something be better. Because in that moment, you said last week you respected her, you appreciated her for that
For
whole
2 minutes.
2:30.
Two
Exactly.
minutes and 30 seconds, but in 2 minutes it happened. So I thought that okay, maybe it'd be nice to see them have them move forward with that.
But it's
in that
Giselle,
spirit.
I think that,
It ain't, and we gonna touch on that in just a few minutes.
but I feel as
Don't
though
go nowhere.
I feel as though that Giselle is jealous of Monique to some degree.
Yes. I feel like she just has that jealous spirit. Some people just have a jealousy type spirit, and that's Giselle.
Yeah.
She has no reason to be. I'm not like shading
think
her in
she's-
any
no,
way,
I think-
but she comes off like that.
I
If
think
you're
she
climbing
is-
higher than her, she's the girl to pull you down.
I think she's the I don't know what you call it because I'm not in a fraternity or a sorority, but I think she's the one that does the hazing.
Oh, she's in a sorority. She's an
She is,
AK.
and she said that. She brought Erica Lyles in. So I feel like she's just going to always be that girl that hazes the new girls.
But it ain't the
Still
new girls
though?
because she doing it to
Would it
Karen.
be something
Karen
like
ain't new.
when Richie
Yeah.
hazed all of us? Would it be something like that?
Yeah.
Richie?
I stood my ground.
Barely.
Burley.
No, but I really do feel like that's it. And let's face it, if they had gone on the trip to get the oil or whatever, then
Or whatever.
we wouldn't even have anything to talk about. And that is the basis for these reality shows. But that's what we do here at AfterBuzz TV. We talk all about reality. Tell them a little bit more about that.
Hey,
Oh, that's the
My
music.
heart beats. Wrong song. Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from drama, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made just for you.
Damn.
And you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, so we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Ow.
Hey, we was
Y'all
feeling
make
that,
sure to
Mr.
tune into
Mental.
all of these other shows because everybody up here is on another show. So you got to subscribe so you can see us on our other shows.
Absolutely.
All right? And we'll tell you guys what those are at the end. But back to this show. The ladies go to dinner, and this dinner was probably one of the most fascinating things I have watched in a while because so many things unfolded all at once. First, we have Karen and Ashley, round 800. 800. Because yet again, well, no, let's start with Karen first, apologizing to Gizelle, because that's really where it started. The Grand Dame apologized.
I think that she realizes that she has been going through a lot, and I really love that she did apologize because Gizelle has been hella shady. So for Karen to apologize and even noticing how shady Gizelle has been, she's like, you know what? I'm feeding into this a little bit by being defensive because I'm going through so much. So I think that was like a big step for
I don't
Karen.
feel like she should apologize.
I don't think she should
I
have
feel like she
either,
should lay it on the
but
table
she
like,
did.
I'm treating you just as bad as you're treating me. Period. Giselle deserves the way that Karen has treated her. She deserves that. She's done far. Oh, y'all sitting over there just
I know,
eyeing me.
you
Just
see that
eyeing.
face?
I'm just letting you. I'm just letting
I'm
you speak your
listening.
opinion. I can't help my facial expressions.
Y'all
Man. My
just
tongue
mad?
is hold tight though.
But I feel like Giselle has done so much to Karen. Way more than Karen has done to Giselle. Period.
I don't agree. So it's not even.
I'm just waiting on
a point for me
Karen to
disagree.
snatch her wig.
I just think that
She
Karen's
can't even keep her
apology.
own wig on.
Yes,
How she
how-
gonna snatch somebody else's?
This ain't about my auntie wig right now.
You know,
She
it's
just need a
really
couple
not.
bobby pins in the front. But I don't think her apology was like super sincere. Like I think that it was like Karen Huger, I'm doing the right thing. I'm the Grand Dame. I'm rising above. Because if you remember Karen circa season 1, she was all like etiquette, proper Potomac etiquette, and etiquette this and etiquette that and etiquette. giver. But you know, like that's how she was, and so she thinks like the proper thing to do. I think it's more strategic than it is like actually genuine. To be totally honest with you, I think.
But
it's
what really is the strategy? I mean, I get that she's trying to hold up this
like
image,
the better person.
Yeah,
but I mean, she's not feeding into the drama. I don't think that she should necessarily.
She's creating it. Because at the end of the day,
who creating it?
Karen, let me tell you why she creates it.
All right.
There
Are we listening?
2 huge reasons here that y'all are failing to recognize. One, when Gizelle asked her about her scent, she could have just responded and said, it's going well. I can't wait to see what we have in store here on the trip to see. But she got defenses, and she went for Gizelle's business, and that was why she was apologizing, because she actually did. One. And number 2, Karen creates her own issues because she has a failure to admit either the truth or tell a full story.
Yeah.
I agree with you on number 2. Number 1, I do not agree with you.
Well, and see, we will never know whether or not she's telling the truth because she doesn't tell the full
But
story.
see, I do agree that she was hella defensive because she could have just answered it and could have just been like, oh, business is going good, blase, blase, which she didn't. But she confessed that, I've been going through some things.
But with Gizelle, like, you never know. Is this a shady
And plus, they
comment
have
or
been
what?
reaching for Karen. Oh, where you living at? Oh, where's this? Where's
Yeah.
this? So you
That's
got
the
all
group
of this
in its entirety, and that's
exactly,
how it's been
but
from
when
the
you
beginning.
feel picked on, it can build up. So
I don't
maybe it
know.
has built up in Karen.
I feel like if Monique would have asked, Karen, how's your business going? I think she would have got a different response. Oh, you
Same.
know what? We're still in phase 1. It's really taking a lot of time. This situation with me and Ray is a lot. Like, she would have opened up. But because it was Gizelle, she was like, oh, okay, you shooting at me, I'm going to shoot back.
Karen only opens up when she's drunk and she's on the phone with somebody off camera.
and we can't hear
And
those conversations.
And we don't hear those conversations. We just hear the hearsay of those conversations. She's not stupid. Like the information that she's dropped,
She
her
is.
getting divorced from Ray, the whole thing with the tax thing. All these were all these. I sound real East Coast. All these were conversations.
yeah.
Nothing
All
wrong with
these
that.
were conversations
Hey.
that nobody heard.
Yeah.
And that were told a second time to us. Like, we didn't hear any of this. So
Absolutely.
when she does confess things and she opens up, it's in a space where there's no evidence really to like.
And you don't
can-
even know
Look
what
at
to
the
believe.
women, the women that she's around. I wouldn't want to be sharing my business with them either because
Then
they're
get off
just
reality
so
TV. Oh, wait, that's your check.
nitpicky.
Boom.
Okay. I'm with Karen on this. I don't,
But she's doing what a lot of, I think, housewives accidentally do. Well, they do it intentionally, but they try to preserve as much of their personal lives as possible. Meanwhile, the people around them try to take it and run with it. We've seen it happen on, Jersey with Teresa. We've seen it happen on Atlanta with Phaedra. We see it happen, on all the franchises. So
that's why we on this side.
Throw Phaedra out because that was a whole different situation.
no, wait a minute. I told you last
Basura.
week. and I'm
Like,
gonna tell
throw
you
it in
this
the
week,
trash. It's
like,
done.
Phaedra is off limits.
Okay, but
That's
you
my
brought
Phaedra.
her up. You brought it
Okay.
to the table. So if it's on the table,
You
I
know
gotta
what?
talk about
But,
it.
when I brought it up, it was a period after it.
Oh, hold on, wait. Let me just
Period.
Period.
comma.
That should have been a question mark, actually.
However, no, I understand like having type of mystique about your life and to keep yourself interesting, but it's just kind of all these are so erratic. I don't know what to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's had so many different rumors. I just like, are you making these up? Like I don't know. I just don't trust.
She's trying to
Karen.
create her own storyline, and while she's trying to create her own storyline, there's one creating by itself.
Well, one lie begets another one. So one lie.
And she
you
can't keep. I mean, I'm not going. I mean, we're not like we like Karen, but I'm not like team
oblivious
Karen.
to
Yeah.
that.
She's like, she's definitely like.
I
messing
actually
up.
love Karen. Like, the
Yeah,
show
I
would not
do.
be the same without Karen.
Yeah.
need a
You know what I
Karen,
mean?
yeah.
Like, she gives us all the drama and intrigue that we can handle.
Yeah.
She does.
She does.
She really does. So, so why do you think she wasn't wearing her wedding ring?
the dime gram no diamond. Dum, da, da, da.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say Erica Laus is the reason, but
She has a plethora of reasons in her personal life, her business life, to where she might be frustrated and take her ring off. And I don't know, she's older, so it was a flight. Her hands and feet might have
'Cause
swelled
that's
up.
what I was thinking. Like medical reasons. Maybe her her fingers swelled up,
I'm not even older, and sometimes that happens to me
Listen.
on flights. Like my
but
calves
see, but
swell
here's
up.
the thing, though.
and she could have just forgot it on the bathroom sink. Like bam.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I don't know about that.
That's an easy explanation.
Yeah.
It's very easy to say, "Oh, girl, I just left it on the bathroom sink." She didn't do that.
She's not quick with it, y'all. Y'all know
She
that.
by-
She
and she
older. She not
bypassed it.
quick with it.
Do you know how easy it is to tell the truth? That's quick.
She
Well, she obviously she does not trust these groups.
What is there to trust? I left my ring on the bathroom
She
sink.
is not
If
that.
that was
I
that.
agree.
She's not
She's-
that quick.
Sometimes I'm not quick
Like
with
when
my
she was
lies
talking to
either.
Sarah,
Okay,
she's not.
sometimes my lies.
She can't even talk to Sarah.
Sorry, where's my ring? Sorry.
That's
I didn't
what
say
she shoulda
thing.
did.
And then the shady
I would've
cameraman
joked
gonna
about
zoom
it.
in. I'm like, oh,
First of all, can we give it up to the editing for this episode because it was
oh my.
everything. They gave us every flashback that we could have ever wanted or
Yes.
needed in this episode. So
It was
bravo,
perfect.
kudos to you guys.
Yes.
Do you think that that the Black Bill Gates is gonna run on down to Florida and leave Karen in Maryland?
Yes.
Maybe. Because, and then, when they were looking for homes and she wanted to do it big, and he's
He
like,
wanted
look,
to
we don't have
downsize.
to do it big. We really don't.
I definitely think he's gonna
So-
relocate.
Yeah.
He's getting older. He probably wants to retire.
Sorry.
Wait, and he's older than Karen.
He's
too,
older than
so
her.
It's like,
So he probably wants
Well,
to
that's
just
what I'm saying. I think he wants to retire and
in
go
a nice climate.
Yeah, go to Florida. All the older people would do that on the East Coast.
Is she going?
I think that's what
know.
she's trying to decide. She's like, dang, I got the show,
No,
I don't
The
believe she's
perfume.
gonna go.
the perfume.
I think she's
she
totally
wants to go
gonna-
to downtown LA. When they said the 3,000 euros, I'm like, girl, I got a homie up in downtown LA, hit a couple of corners, get you all the musky smells, the everything.
the
Karen.
world is.
It was weird how
It only
she got defensive
$3,000
though.
to make.
She got super defensive at that perfume thing when they were like, "Oh, why don't you just buy this? Because it's only $3,000." And to that part, I was like, "Okay, logically, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's like, you're kind of low key being shady because this is not what she's doing. Like she's trying to do production on a very large scale. So,
But who was saying
she's
it?
not making
I
these
gotta
oils
admit,
in her bathroom.
Now that
Who was
was
saying
shade
it?
right
That
there.
was shady. Giselle
It was
said it.
Giselle the whole time.
I told
I
you.
was like, Giselle.
I was
Oh my
laughing.
God. Y'all like it was Giselle in the bathroom with the candlestick. I mean, this is not Clue. It was not always Giselle.
It was.
It was.
Giselle was the only one. So why don't
No.
Karen? Well,
No, because
Karen.
what
I
about
would've been like-
Ashley? What about Ashley?
Ashley came
'Cause
with the shade. That was
Ashley
the dinner
brings
table, though.
the good information that we wouldn't get because Ashley got an ear to the streets.
She do. She
Yeah.
tell too
Ashley's the
much.
plug.
She tell too
Because
much.
she talks just
Yeah.
the right amount.
She talks good enough to hold
And
that. I don't know what they hold in Potomac. A glass.
Oh,
Glass. Yeah, champagne
Glass of
glass.
champagne.
Yeah.
But look, so Ashley also spilled the beans about Monique and Charisse. And I was just intrigued because this is where, to me, the conversation got juicy. I was just
rude.
like,
That was rude.
It was hella rude.
Oh, it was
you know, at a certain point in time, somebody got to do it at the group dinner.
rude. Yeah.
Somebody got to.
On vacation. At
And the
group
way
dinner,
she
that-
does it, though, I just love it. She's like, well, actually, while we having this discussion, Charisse, was you just talking?
Ashley
Oh
is
my God.
securing her glass of wine
She
for
was
2 more
hilarious.
seasons. Two more
it's-
seasons.
that-
No, get her
bag
a
is
bottle of
secure.
Corona. Like
She-
that's her thing.
that every time.
I love it. I love it. I love Ashley.
Is she younger than us?
She's in.
Same age,
I
right?
feel like
I think-
she's 20 something.
age.
She's like
Yeah.
27, 28.
Not Richie's age. She's
Oh,
not,
I
she's not
thought
up
she
there
was
like
like
that. She's young.
24. She's not.
No, she's not that young.
I could have sworn someone
She's younger
said,
than 30. I think she's 27. if you know in the comments exactly
y'all
how old.
tell her. Yeah,
I'm
how old
trying
is
to
she?
ignore the shade on my fellow Cancer. If you know in the
Okay,
comment
thank you, thank
section
you.
how old Ashley is, put it down there.
Do y'all
I'm
think
pretty sure
she's
it's
Richie's
27 or
age,
28.
or is she my age? Tell her. Let us know.
I don't know, but I hope you keep drinking water so you can look like this when you get my age. How about that? But no, for real, like I was so intrigued by this whole discussion because in it we really find out how this whole Kendall situation came to be,
Oh yeah.
started with Charisse, right?
and it started with Charisse.
Charisse admitted it. Well, in the confessional.
So I mean,
Not at the table.
Not
I
at the
noticed
table.
that. I was like, she started laughing at the table.
right? She was trying to how I'm gonna get out this,
She
and I'm
was
like,
shook.
girl.
Nervous laugh.
Just a quick.
So-
I'm just really confused. Why Charisse ain't holding no glass this season?
I don't know because she playing an integral part to everything that's happening.
Every episode.
I think she'll get her glass back. I have a feeling.
Oh,
she'll
I
get her
hope
Oh,
glass
she ain't got
does.
no choice, and
I
she
hope
better
she
get the
does.
reunion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure she will be.
And y'all
for a
know-
split second, like for a little bit.
Well-
when they bring her out. For
No,
one
she has to be
episode.
the whole thing. She's been in
She
every
kind of.
episode.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, it's kind of confusing because
It
we
is
thought she
very,
was
very
part time
weird.
when we started this.
It's very
Interesting.
odd.
Contract stuff.
So in this game of bringing Kendall around, so apparently it started off with Charisse wanting to do that, and she kind of admitted to get back at Gizelle, and then it seems like Monique just took the ball and ran with it, or is that not the way y'all see it?
That's not
Because
the
I don't know how to
No, I
look
don't
at
think
it
so.
based on the
Especially
story.
because, I mean,
I like Monique. Let me say this.
And I love Monique.
I love Monique.
But
too.
I think
We all
she
like
said
Monique.
it herself. She's like, I didn't invite you. Well, you weren't at the event. That's why Kendall came. And even in the, I can't remember which event. Was it Karen's event? When she's like, Karen, why is Karen inviting Kendall? And she knows that what's the name is going to be there. Giselle.
Yeah.
So I don't think Monique was intentionally being shady.
I don't either, because she would have invited her
I'm gonna tell
to
you what I think
France.
happened.
True that.
Go ahead.
It was a full court press. What happened
Boom.
was Charisse came and somebody threw the ball inbounds. Okay, Kendall inbounds to Charisse. Charisse is at the bottom of the court. She sees Monique over there at the top of the basket. She just bounce passes it to her. Monique grabs it and she just does a quick layup because I don't think she could dunk, but she definitely laid that John up because that kept it going. Charisse admitted I brought her around, and Monique definitely had a part in it.
But I don't think it ended the way it went the way Charisse probably wanted it to
yeah.
go. Because, like I
think
said,
it did actually.
She ain't
You
done.
think so?
Okay, now look
That's
at
just what
look
she
at the
planned it
situation.
out.
Let's really look at this. I mean, because it's a conspiracy, and so let's look at it like this. Okay, so Charisse has an idea to bring Kendall around, right? Mm-hmm. She brings her around, and
Because of old beef.
because of an old beef, but they don't cross paths. So at that point in time, Monique picks up the baton. I mean, unwillingly or willingly, she did it. Whether that was production saying film with her or her choosing to, because I think what Gizelle is talking about is you chose to bring her into this filming, this group. So you already know how what that becomes just by the fact that you are filming with her and you don't even have a relationship with her. Mm-hmm. So it looks crazy. And I feel like what happened was, like Monique said, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to go there. I don't want to have any part in this, because what she had to realize is that was not going to work well for Sherman and Gizelle.
And she realized that, didn't she not? And she pulled
But
back.
by that point, it was too late.
But I mean,
No, it wasn't.
It is, because now Kendall's on the show talking about Gizelle. She's made this whole issue with Sherman. And I feel like, low-key, that's the reason why Sherman broke up with Gizelle.
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, now you got the whole demise of a relationship. Now, granted, it might have been on the way to ending anyway. We don't know that. But you, at a certain point, got to say, y'all, what we did here, that was kind of, like, effed up. And now what's happening is Charisse and Monique are butting heads because they're both passing the blame.
Nobody wants to take the blame. Just
So them
sounds
doing
kind of
that-
like Mean Girls, right? Like,
No.
gonna write that
Them-
in your
so
journal.
that's
them doing that
more-
one situation
That's
justifies.
not one. That's a
That's
huge
calculated.
snowball effect.
That's calculated.
Y'all are refusing to see that.
No,
that's,
I don't see it.
I don't.
I don't.
They
It's just
clearly
not there.
masterminded a plan.
Charisse,
Mastermind.
No,
Okay,
I don't
Monique
agree.
said-
so
there
I
and-
need.
no.
I know the comments is probably like
I
y'all
hope
probably
they-
going crazy. Please,
Let me-
please, 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 please.
Let me open up the comments.
In the comments,
'Cause I need to know.
Tell us. Yeah, you need to know that you're wrong. Tell us. Do you think that this was like an orchestrated thing, or this is just it just happened that we just
It
tried
didn't
to
just
bring a girl
happen, man.
around?
I think it just
Nothing in
That we know
filming
you
just
probably
happens.
don't
I'm gonna
bang
tell
with.
y'all that. Nothing
I
in
can say,
filming
okay,
just
on
happens.
Monique's
I think it was probably planned by Charisse, but I do
Yeah.
not blame Monique at all. I
I
don't
don't
blame her
see
at
Monique
all.
doing that.
Because she could have carried this on a long time.
No, she
Even-
stopped because she wanted her beef to stop. But the beef was real. So I have a problem with this person. I got a problem with her too. And we both gonna talk about her. I invited Kendall around. Like, maybe I should get to know Kendall then. I don't think it was innocent.
Right. And what I'm saying is they're both accountable. And what's happening now is I'm sort of understanding this whole beef between them now, because nobody wants to accept the real blame for this whole situation. So now when two people scheme together, they turn on each other.
I was wondering why it got so vicious between them too. Now we know why it got so. Because in the blogs, like in their Bravo TV blogs, they're like vicious towards
They
each
go
other.
at it.
Especially Charisse towards Monique. It's very
Yeah.
vicious.
It reminds me of another reality show situation where you put your friend on and then you mad because your friend is elevating more than you.
That sounds like life,
Which
man.
one? Which one?
Charisse
That's
is
Charisse,
mad.
clearly.
Which reality show for the viewers? Let them know.
Oh, I'm talking about the Real Housewives of like Atlanta. Like, look at
Which we
yeah.
do an after show for that too.
Yeah.
I definitely see like this is it happens a lot on a lot of reality shows. Like,
Yeah.
Charisse
And I mean,
definitely
we've
is
heard it
upset.
from Charisse too,
Yeah.
like you trying to steal my contacts and
But
all
it-
of that stuff.
But I feel like
so-
if you put me in a circle and you know my personality, don't be mad when people gravitate towards me or I take advantage of opportunities that you probably don't take advantage of.
Or don't look at the same way that
I do, yeah.
and why be mad about that if you're my friend?
And to me, that's not an opportunist. It's just me taking advantage of a situation I've been put in. Monique is like climbing. Like she is becoming like one of the favorite housewives.
She is.
Period.
I definitely
And
agree
Charisse
with
is
that.
not like that.
No.
But Charisse was a bore.
I don't think that Charisse is boring. I think that
She-
Charisse is private, and
Wait,
that's why
I'm
she don't
thinking
tell
of
her
her
business.
birthday party when she got up there rapping.
But
Charisse
side
is a
notes, let me say
boy.
this. Everybody, y'all shout out to Charisse because today is also her birthday.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, happy birthday, Charisse.
Birthday, Shasha.
Invite us to the party.
Right. While we talking and stuff. Just wanted to acknowledge that.
There's a lot of cancers actually on Houses of Potomac. Monique's daughter Milani, she's a cancer. She's a little cutie. Yeah, she's cute. She's having a little birthday.
But yeah, I really do see that being the situation as it occurred behind the scenes. But of course, this is just a hypothesis. Who knows what really happened? Hopefully, we'll find out at the reunion.
Can I ask y'all a question?
It's gonna be vicious.
I want. Yeah, it's gonna be vicious. I can't wait. I asked you a question. So do you guys think that like there was something weird in that Monique actually was the one that reached out to try to apologize to Gizelle the very next day, and that Charisse like didn't say, or we didn't see that Charisse said or did anything about the situation?
This is why I feel like it was a scheme. Because I feel like what Monique did was the smartest thing to do. It was to go ahead and acknowledge it face to face, woman to woman. I applaud that because even if she did participate in this in the beginning, if she thought, I can see the ramifications down the line, this is not going to be a good look for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I respect that she did that.
Our comments going crazy, y'all.
I'm sure.
So Shawnee Love says, I think Charisse used Monique. Charisse is just as messy and wanted to keep her hands clean. And then Lisa J says, 2 chicks were being really messy and tried one up on Gizelle and it didn't work.
That's what I think happened.
Did y'all hear what she said though? When I go, I don't miss. First off,
Giselle need to work on her.
That,
she was
that
trying to
was
find.
like,
She always every
dang,
episode
that was
trying
your
to find
monologue,
a,
girl. Why did you not nail it? Like you should have had something better. Let
She
me
should
know. Hit
have.
me up. I will write for you. I say crazy stuff off the top of my dome all the time.
She
Like
failed. She failed that one.
Like really?
She failed.
I was like, and then she's like, and I don't miss because I'm like a ninja on the sideline waiting to jump in your butt. Like what?
She could just said, if you gonna shoot your shot, aim right. Like she could have stopped her right there and gave her a good look.
Or like say because you got one shot, aim well.
Aim well, sis.
Like something,
Yeah.
But she just and it kind of sounded like a physical threat that I think that she wanted it to sound like. It just sounded bad.
Like I said, just based on that conversation, I think that Monique was not willing to or put her relationship with Gizelle at risk. Like she didn't know, and once she realized it was affecting Gizelle like that, I think that's when she pulled away from Kendall. But I want them to bring
I don't
Kendall
know
back.
because honestly, I still see them posting on each other's Instagram, so they friends
Who?
at this point.
Who? Her and
Kendall and Monique.
Wait a minute.
Well, they
why
said
should
they
their
were
why should their
friends,
friendship stop though? It's just I'm not going to intertwine you or bring you around.
in the filming process is what you mean? Like exclude her from the filming process, but personally in my personal life you can still be around?
I think she could do both. I just wouldn't bring her around Gizelle. If I was Monique and I was trying to develop a rapport with Gizelle, I just want to bring Kendall around Giselle.
Damage
Period.
is
But if that's
done.
my friend,
You know
You gotta
what?
cancel the whole friendship, throw it out in the trash.
why? No,
In this
they have a friendship.
Listen, in this situation,
Is it genuine?
I just think in this situation, if they had been friends on any other circumstance, fine. But because of the way that it happened, like you just need to cut that thing off.
No,
But
mind
Giselle
you,
is already a Monique hater, so why would it even matter to Monique off camera?
Well, it mattered enough for her to apologize.
but exactly.
Yeah,
but-
because that was shady. She realized, like, you know what, this is not okay, and this is not me. So
But realize how their friendship started. Charisse orchestrated this whole thing. Monique had no idea what was being orchestrated, so she was developing a genuine bond
she
with Kendall.
knew because she was the one that spreaded the gossip to Ashley.
No, I don't think that she knew.
She knew.
I don't think she knew.
Let me tell you
I don't
something.
think-
What world are you living in? Because like
You're
you
trying
can't
to,
really
like-
believe that these people did not know this. These women
I
are
absolutely-
as
Take me
many
back to
accolades,
France. I mean,
as
please
many
take
accolades,
bonjour. Like-
degrees, businesses these women have that they're not smart enough to put all this together. Like I don't believe that. I'm not
I don't
buying
either.
it. I'm
I
not
don't believe it
buying
for
it.
one
These women
second.
are smart. These women
don't-
are smart. They're not always the best liars.
So Monique is
But
wrong
that's
for
not-
having a friendship with Kendall.
She's wrong for how it started.
It ain't
'Cause
my- it wasn't my man.
That's like me
Why she
being
was like,
like,
wasn't her
that's
man?
like Jay Lamar. That's like me being friends with somebody, and I know that they're not your friend, and I'm cool with them, but I'm only being friends with them because I'm upset with you right this particular moment. That's whack.
And
okay,
then
but
y'all
are
develop a
either one of
friendship.
y'all Giselle though?
Wait.
No, so you're not hating on him. He's not hating on you. So
No,
that's no
if,
comparison.
If he was Giselle and say you didn't like him, and I became friends with you
wanna be
because
Giselle.
I'm upset at Jay Lamar for a small little bit of time, even though we have a friendship that's longer than this period of time. That's whack of me. And now I really haven't built a genuine relationship with you because my relationship with you is based off of me hating or being upset about something. That's whack.
Well, maybe
Friendships
she likes
develop.
Kendall.
Friendships develop in all type of ways.
No, I want mine to develop out of love, not hate.
Listen, guys, we could go on about this all day and night, but we got like a couple more segments that we got to touch on real quick. I want to know, you guys, who is your MVP of the night? You just got to run it down the load.
I'm going to give it to Gizelle. I don't like Gizelle like that, but I'm going to give it to her.
Why? Real quick.
Because her messy level
We not cool.
was up there. I mean, if I wanted to practice my pettiness, I would have to learn from Gizelle.
All right.
I'm going to give it to Ashley. I was just upset that Ashley, she tells so many truths, but she cannot tell Karen, your wig is messed up. That bothers me. I'm like, Ashley, you blurt out so many truths, but that one truth that could really help somebody out, you won't tell her. I'm upset with that.
What about you?
I'm gonna give my MVP to the waiter at that restaurant because he said there was people when the dinner started. There was nobody when it ended, so we only saw a little bit of this. And he was like, "You done?
But they was posted up in the
Chinese
back.
accent?
I don't know what accent that was. I took Spanish in school, not French, so.
I'm gonna have to give my MVP to Charisse. Because Charisse is the mastermind behind so much of this chaos this season. And I'm here for it. Besides, it's also her birthday.
Yeah. Wait, I got one little something funny to say in the
yes.
chat. So, Shawnee Love says that her MVP is the cameraman. We agree. We agree.
That was a good one.
We
That
agree.
was a good one. Just let's talk about a little news and gossip real quick.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, I went on down to the BravoTV.com blog.
You went down there?
I went down there. And so I was reading Karen's blog, and they asked her something really interesting. And I haven't read this comment, this entire comment yet, so just bear with me. They asked her, what were you thinking when you found out that it was Charisse that initially wanted to bring Kendall around? Karen says, Potomac is very small. To be honest, I heard months ago that Charisse was planning to bring Kendall around the girls to pay Gizelle back for stabbing her in the back last year. I don't believe in digging graves for others because 9 times out of 10, the grave digger is the one who falls into said grave.
You know she is from 1955 because that's a saying that I've heard.
That's an old school saying. That's
It's
real old school.
some old facts though. It's factual though.
So are we saying that Charisse digged her own grave and she fell in it because she's not a Potomac housewife this season?
That could be the shade that's underlining this comment. Real quick, I know that the reunion also filmed last week.
Yeah.
So we gotta wait to see, who or what, who not friends anymore, but we can probably rest assured that Charisse and Monique still aren't friends.
Yeah. A clip is probably going to drop this week.
That beef is gonna be real. Well, some photos dropped of their looks. We saw Robin
did?
had a cute little haircut. She
Yeah.
cut all her hair off.
Oh, yeah, that
But she
look-
looks-
yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
good on her.
yeah.
I'm here
I
for
loved
that.
it. I absolutely
She's a
loved
beautiful
it.
face. So
Yeah,
I
I will not. I don't like her, but I will not take
You
away
can't
that.
take away
That
her.
woman is beautiful.
Right.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful
Yes.
queen. Beautiful.
I can't stand you. I can't.
I just think she need a new friend. That's it.
Hopefully next season, maybe we'll have one.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's talk about predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
What do we think is happening next week, guys?
We're. I really want to see. I know what I want to see. I want to see Gizelle confront Charisse about this. Like, I'm kind of like, dang, y'all might be converting me. I'm kind of tired of like her only like going hard on the people she thinks she can kind of go hard on.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to see her and Charisse like lock horns again because that was interesting last year. So I think they're gonna get hopefully a little horn lock again. Unless Charisse don't want the beef, and that's why she's scheming on the side.
I'm predicting that Kendall will make an appearance next episode in some capacity.
Looking like a bag of money, probably. So
Oof.
she knows what she's doing.
That's why I hope she's at the reunion. I really hope that she's at the reunion.
If not Kendall, then I'm predicting at some point in time we got to see Erica Lyles again because I feel like Gizelle is just.
She chilling with the Obamas and Mama Knowles. She ain't worried about them.
Yeah, I don't think Erica would. She wouldn't come down to that level.
She
and do
front
that.
row center on the run too. She there. She ain't worried about them.
She gone.
I'm predicting that we're gonna see the real demise of Monique and Charisse.
Ooh.
You know, I hate to see that friendship go to the wayside because I really believe that it was genuine. At least I thought on the
initially,
but maybe it wasn't. Who knows? You guys will have to wait and see next week. But right now, we about to exit out the show. I'm your boy, DJ Richie Scott. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at DJ Richie Scott.
What's up, y'all? It's Felicia Michelle. You can find me on Instagram at It's Felicia Michelle. And right after this, I'm about to go to do Shades of Blue. So check that out on our drama channel.
Hey, you guys, it's your boy Jay Lamar, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at I am Jay Lamar. Check me out tonight at 10 p.m. doing the Basketball Wives review, y'all.
Yes, and what's up, y'all? It's your girl Imani J. You can find me on all social media platforms at Imani Ajak and at MoniJTV.com.
Period.
Make sure you guys keep commenting because we're gonna comment back, and we'll see you guys right here next week.
Happy birthday, Richie.
Happy birthday!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. We almost
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.